No, this what we're looking at here is a mid-30s Cadillac V12.
36,
36?
I think. 35
okay.
or 36.
All right.
Cadillac V12. Again, restored by well-intentioned guys who just weren't, real focused on the mechanicals. So almost everything you see is beautifully done, and fit and finish is very, very nice. But he had a terrible time trying to drive it. It won't run. It leaks fuel from the carburetors and so forth and so on. So we'll have it all. I have the distributor in on the distributor machine. We have the carburetors on my workbench. We'll get that all sorted out, get it all put back together, and then we'll run it on the chassis dynamometer and get him all tuned up, get the car calibrated for modern fuels, and he can use it and drive it. And one of the biggest things with these cars is to sort of prevent them from injuring themselves.
Right.
And if you drive along with a super lean fuel mixture, which most cars, I mean, there are only a couple of sort of generalities, but with these cars, with modern fuel, with so much alcohol in the modern fuel, you almost always find that you need a bigger main jet. So if you don't change the main jet and you're just driving down the freeway at 60 miles an hour, you have an incredibly lean fuel mixture, very, very high combustion chamber temperatures, you're going to burn the exhaust valves out of it. So this is a V12. I mean, if you need to repair all the exhaust valves, you're talking about a fairly expensive repair.
Sure. A car like that, you're preparing it for the Colorado Grand. That's a 1,000-mile drive.
Yes.
And rain or shine,
Yeah.
it has to be ready to go.
Yeah.
And reliable for the duration.
Yep. Yep. And we've had good luck. I mean, we've prepared many, many cars for quite a few events over the years, and nobody's infallible, but we've had extraordinary luck because we have customers who really give us free rein to do everything we feel like we need to do. I've always said you can do absolutely everything you know to do and still have an issue, but if you try and skip something that you feel like you should have done, you will have an issue.
Yes.
And I think, the guys we deal with are mostly guys who have done it for many years, and they've had the heartache of being parked by the side of the road with a broken down car, and they just want to take measures to prevent that. And so, we're in that business. That's the business we're in, sort of best effort. And so there will be sort of no stone unturned, and when you do that, you have a pretty good chance of driving with a fairly high level of confidence. When you've been around this a while, and when you've been associated with cars at sort of the upper end of this spectrum, you see that, you find that, a car that was considered really good in the 30s, 40s, or even 50s is still today a really good car.
Sure.
So this car would compare favorably to any car from the 50s and 60s. Maybe not quite as comfortable. There would be differences obviously in the way it drives, but this was a good car when it was new, and still is. And so, a week spent driving this car down 2-lane highways is a really fun deal.
Oh yeah.
And it's quiet, it's powerful, it rides nice, it handles reasonably well. It's a good car.